Well, today we're going to look at a fun little program called cowsay. Now, depending on your distro, it may or may not be installed by default. I'm using Linux Mint, so it is installed by default, as well as Fortune, which I've gone over the past, but we're going to use in today's tutorial. If you're using Ubuntu, it's probably not installed by default, but it is in the repositories. Just either use Synaptic or Aptitude or apt-get and install cowsay and also install Fortune. Now, as I've gone over in the past, Fortune is you just type Fortune and it gives you a random question or quote or saying. Just every time you type it and hit enter, it says something different. Now, we're going to go over something new, which is cowsay, which you just type cowsay, and then in quotations you can say something like hello world, close quotations, and you get this little cow, and whatever you typed, he says inside his little box there. Now you can pipe stuff into cowsay, such as a file or the output of a program. Like if I did, let's say just, we'll go to my temp folder and we'll list. There's a list of files there. If I list, pipe it into cowsay, the cow says the output, which is the list of files. Now, we're going to use Fortune, and we'll pipe that into cowsay, and the cow will say something randomly different every time. And that's pretty much, if you're used to Linux Mint, which is what I'm using, when you open up the GNOME terminal, that it defaults and does basically that. It says a quote with the cow, but not only does it have the cow, but sometimes you'll get Tux the penguin or a koala, and there's actually a bunch of animals you can use with the cowsay. So if we type out cowsay and we do -L, it will list all available cow files. So if we wanted it to be a tux, we just say Fortune cowsay -F for file, and we'll say tux, and you get tux saying the quote. And once again, it's because we're using Fortune, it's a different quote each time. Now we can run cowsay again with a -L, and we can see there's a lot of different. Some of these are better than others. Some of them aren't that great. I like the koala, which would be under K here. So I'm going to say cowsay -F koala. I'll type that, and you get this cool little koala guy. Now, if you want your cow to have a Darth Vader head, you can just do cowsay -F Vader, and you get your cow with a little Darth Vader head there. And they also have the koala like that as well. So we can do Vader koala, and there's the koala bear with a Vader head and a little lightsaber, and he's saying the quote there. So there's a number of different things you can do here, like the Ghostbusters symbol here. So Ghostbusters, and you get the little Ghostbuster ghost saying the quote. Let's see, what else are a good one? I like the dragon. So we can just do -F dragon. So we got Fortune piping it into cowsay -F dragon. And you get a cool little dragon saying it. You can probably make your own too. I might go over that in future tutorials. Another thing I'd like to touch on is, once again, if we just do cowsay, it defaults to the regular cow, and he's saying this. But let's say your cow doesn't want to say something out loud. He just wants to think it. You can do cow think, and instead of a word bubble, he's got the little thought bubble here. It's a little rounded, and it's got the little bubbles here instead of a straight little speak line. So cow say, cow think. The only real difference is cow think is thinking, and cow say is saying. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and visit bashscript18 or filmsbychris.com for more video tutorials like this. Have a great day.